In this video, we'll be creating a line effect using the Lattice Deformation tool and also Interpolate subpaths. To get started, we need to draw some lines. We'll use the Bezier curve tool, and this will just create a path. We'll left click to create our first node of that path, and then holding the Control key, we can go over to the right to create a horizontal line, and then we can left click again. This will create a perfectly horizontal line. We're going to go to the Fill and Stroke tab. We'll increase the stroke style to make this line a little bit thicker. And then selecting this tool, we can right click and go to Duplicate, and that will create another line that's exactly identical to this one. We can left click and drag it down holding the Control key, and then selecting both, we can shift select so that each are selected. We can go to Path, Combine. Then we go to Path Effects while it's still selected. And then the Path Effects panel will open up, and we can hit this plus sign to add a path effect to this path. We'll add this Interpolate subpaths first. This will create a number of lines in between the two lines that we have already drawn. And each of these is called a step, so we'll increase the steps so that we have quite a bit of lines in between these two initial lines that we've drawn. The next thing we'll do, while they're all still selected, is we'll go to the Path Effects again under Paths, and we'll add another path effect. This time we're going to do the Lattice Deformation. If we click on the Edit Paths by Node tool over here on the left panel, notice some different options appear, or some different nodes appear on here in the form of a lattice. And if we move them, they're tied or kind of bonded to these different lines. So in this way, we can move all of the lines at once, since it's all one path and we applied this path effect to this path. This is kind of a cool effect, and you can use it for a background or lots of different applications. But it's kind of a neat thing that you can do, and it doesn't have to be just lines that you apply this to. You can apply this to any path, and it will sort of like, you know, misshape or deform whatever path is underneath it. And this is kind of a cool thing. It's kind of more like what you'd find in like a GIMP or Photoshop effect, where you're changing each pixel. It's kind of cool, but you're still applying this to multiple nodes at once. So yeah, kind of a cool thing, and could be kind of useful. And then we can apply a color change. Hopefully this video has been informative for you. Go ahead and leave your questions and comments below if you have any, and I look forward to catching you in the next video.